Soul Snacks. Let's nurture and deepen the prosperity of our souls together.
Hello! Welcome to Soul Snacks. Today I'm going to be sharing a personal journey of mine, my journey to liking and accepting myself. It's going to be a very short one. I'm just going to put months of my journey, years of my journey into about 5 minutes, and hopefully you can benefit or learn one or two things from it. So basically, I don't know if you'll believe me, but I never really liked myself. I never used to like myself, particularly growing up and in my teens. Yeah, I didn't like my voice. I didn't like my face. I didn't like my legs. I never wore short skirts growing up because I didn't like my legs. I did not like my voice. I felt like my breasts were too small. Everyone was growing boobs around me in their teens and mine just stopped growing, and that followed me into my adulthood as well. I didn't like my boobs. They were too small. Didn't like my face. Didn't like my height. I was too short, I just did not like myself and I did not accept myself. But something happened. It was game changing. It was a watershed experience. I met the Lord Jesus Christ. When I gave my life to him, and it wasn't just giving my life to him, I started to spend time, a lot of time with God in his presence alone. And I couldn't believe what I started to hear. He started to tell me how I am his mouthpiece, how I am a masterpiece. I mean, think about it. The uncreated creator calls me his mouthpiece. I never liked my voice, like I said before. People used to tease me when I was growing up. They used to call me baritone because my voice has some depth to it, You get me? Anyway, I couldn't stand it. I didn't like it. But when God said, you are my mouthpiece and you will speak for me, you are perfect. Your height is right for you. Your voice is right for you. Your legs are right for you. Everything about you, I made perfect. You are my masterpiece. The uncreated creator who called light out of darkness, who separated day from night, says, I am his masterpiece. Guess what? You are his masterpiece. I don't know what it is about yourself you haven't accepted or you don't like. We still have one or two things here and there that it's like, oh, yeah, but at the end of the day, it's a no-brainer. It's no biggie. It's not major, We'll always find things, but I want to appeal to you and encourage you today. Please accept yourself. Please like yourself. Your body parts, they're fine. God made them. They're fine for you. You are enough. And can I also encourage you? Spend some time with the Creator. Spend some time with your God, with your Creator. Let him speak to you. Let him encourage you. Let him tell you how he sees you. Look into the Word of God and let him encourage you and tell you all that he thinks about you. And I can guarantee you, after some time, you will begin to believe it, because that's what happened to me. I began to believe him, like, yeah, this is true. I am amazing. I'm fearfully, marvelously, wonderfully, fantabulously made. I am enough. And then when I started believing it, I started saying it to myself. It changed the game of my self-talk. I started saying it to myself, Buki, you are enough. Buki, you are beautiful. Buki, your face is beautiful. Buki, your legs are amazing. You can wear short skirts. You can wear shorts if you want. You don't have to wear trousers to the beach all the time, even when you're boiling and you're hot, but because you don't want to show your legs, because you don't want people to think your legs look thick and they look funny and they look... Own it. You are enough. You are God's masterpiece. So I hope you find something that can help you from what I've shared. Some snacks for you to munch on as you go on today, whenever you watch this video. So I'm wishing you an amazing one. Go and remember, you are God's masterpiece. Take care. Lots of love. Hello and welcome back to Soul Snacks. Today I'm going to be sharing a couple of tips that I feel can help in pursuit of living a happier life. The first tip is to elevate your mundane. Yes, what are those mundane activities that you do daily, day in, day out? You do them, or you have to do them. You don't even have a choice. It could be brushing your teeth. It could be getting your children ready. It could be relating with your spouse. It could be driving or commuting to work. What are the daily mundane activities that we do? How can we elevate them? How can we make them richer? How can we make them more positive? How can we enjoy them? How can we make them more pleasurable and enjoy them even more? That's the first tip. It has really helped me. I hope it helps you. Now, the second tip is to pick your battles. We have a limited amount of resources, energy, capacity, headspace, emotional bandwidth, honestly. And being alive every single day comes with its stressors already. So we need to pick our battles wisely. We need to choose the battles that are worthy of our attention, our emotional investment, our mental investment, the stress levels we need to invest in that activity. We need to pick those battles wisely, because some battles are really not worth the stress. They're really not worth the emotional and mental energy that we put into them. Maybe you're driving on the road and some driver has been trying to overtake you for the last 5 minutes, and you're going to make sure he doesn't overtake you, and you're trying to, and then he manages to overtake you and you're upset and you're honking and you're trying to make sure does that contribute money to your accounts when you overtake? No, it doesn't. Does that give you an award for best driver? Or honestly, some battles, I just gave a flimsy example, but some people, they function like that, honestly. And I used to function like that too, but I realized, no, I need to pick my battles every single day. Maybe someone didn't say hi to me, or I'm traveling on the train and somebody kind of like pushed me when they were going into the train. Don't waste your energy. Just leave them alone. Preserve your energy and just wait for the right tasks or battles that require or are worthy, truly worthy of the investment of your time, your emotions, your stress levels, and your mental attention. Now, the third tip is to find your soul foods and feed on them. What are the things that feed your soul? What are the things that nourish your soul? If you're watching this channel, this could be one of the things that feed your soul, right? Because you get amazing soul snacks from this channel. But you want to look for other things. What are those things? Identify them and feed on them regularly and consistently. Is it music? So for me personally, I absolutely adore and love music. Music is amazing food to my soul. Different genres of music. It has to be wholesome music though. I love listening to lyrics. I love listening to the content of songs. It can't just be any music just because the beat is nice or because the melody is good, because words are also powerful. So I'm very picky in the kinds of music that I listen to, but I'm also very open. I listen to so many different kinds of music. Music about love, music about relationships, music about life, music about different aspects of life that make sense and are meaningful and wholesome. So that is great food for me. So I sometimes go for musicals, to go and watch musicals because it's food for me. That's a different environment. Sometimes it's playing music in my car. Sometimes it's playing music on my phone while I'm getting ready for work. Sometimes it's playing music before I fall asleep just to calm me down and just help me meditate on how awesome my God is. Sometimes I just want to get into, from different sources, depending on what I need or what I want. But music, for example, is a big one for me. Another thing is nature. I totally love nature. Just a walk, staring at trees, they breathe life into me. Like they feed my soul. I can just look at one tree and I can be staring at it for 2 minutes. This is just an amazing creation of God. Look at the leaves. Wow, look at the bark. Wow, and then I can start to think, wow, and then you make so many different things from this tree. The roots must be so deep. Look how long has this tree been here? I'm just having a conversation with the tree and with my soul. It feeds me, it gives me life. I didn't always know what the different kinds of foods that feed my soul. I didn't always know this. It took a journey. It took paying attention to myself, what I like, what feeds me, what makes me happy, what gives me life. So please, if you haven't been on that journey, get on that journey. It's totally worth it. And if you've been on that journey and you know what those things are, then let's be more intentional about doing them today and every other day as well, so that we can continue to feed and nourish our souls. So thank you for joining me on this episode of Soul Snacks. Don't forget to like, comment, share with your community, and subscribe to the channel. Take care and have a good one. Hello and welcome to Soul Snacks. I'm going to be sharing today about my experience being bullied when I was at school. So when I was at school, there was a particular girl at the time. She was about 2 years ahead of me, roughly. For some reason, this girl just did not like me. She could not stand me. She would make funny comments whenever I'm around. Like if everyone was in a room and I walked in or I walked past, she'll make funny comments. She'll give me funny looks. And then I just never acted. I never did anything. I would just ignore her. Little did I know that I was actually empowering her. Before I knew it, she got more confident in the way she was bullying me. Like, I would be walking by and she would say things like, ugh, yuck, look at her legs, ugh. You know, things like that. She would say it and people will hear and I'll be so embarrassed. Like, can I just enter the ground? Like, oh my goodness, how do I respond? How do I react? And that went on for a while. She would say nasty things or she'd just roll her eyes like, oh, this one's coming. Oh. We actually had some mutual friends, so we used to see each other quite a bit. And it became very worrying for me, but I didn't know what to do about it. I just used to suffer in silence until one day I decided to speak to an older friend of mine about it. I spoke to her and I told her what this lady was doing. She was also in the school, so she knew the girl. And she confided in me that actually this girl is very insecure. This girl is very jealous of so many other people that it's actually not just me. And it made me realize, wow, she's the problem. I'm not the problem. Okay, I'm getting it. So I actually began to feel compassion for her on some level, but on another level, it gave me confidence to actually ignore her totally. But I was not ignoring her from a place of weakness. I was ignoring her now from a place of strength. The same reaction, but from two different positions. Do you get that? So when I started to ignore her from a place of strength, the next time she tried to say something at me, I actually just gave her a look and said, please don't do that. And even though she didn't react, it was kind of awkward. She didn't react and there was like a bit of a scene. People looked at me. Nothing happened after that. And from then on, it was almost like the power was diffused, you know, she just couldn't continue anymore. And then I realized, oh my goodness, I had been empowering her all along. I'm so glad I spoke to this other friend of mine who told me that she was very insecure and she was very mean to so many other people in their set and all of that. And I realized, okay, so I'm not the problem, you know, but thank God for that friend, because many times in situations like this, people suffer in silence. If you're in any kind of situation, any bullying situation, whether it's cyberbullying, whether you're being bullied in your family, being bullied at school, being bullied at work, anywhere you find yourself being bullied, please do not suffer in silence. Find someone who cares about you that you can speak to about this to get their perspective and to just, you know, offload that burden from your heart and not just have all those mental battles to deal with on your own. The next thing I want to share with you is to please confront the bully if you have to. If it doesn't stop, then you need to stand up for yourself in a respectful manner. Don't stoop low to their level, in a respectful manner, but you need to stand up for yourself and actually speak up and speak out and confront the bully. The third thing I want to share with you is that if it doesn't stop after you've stood up for yourself and confronted the bully, then please seek an authority figure, whether it's at your workplace, in your family, in your school, on social media. Now, the last thing that I want to share with you is that you need to build up your confidence again, because words are very powerful. If someone has bullied you in whatever context they've bullied you, then somehow those words, you've heard them. Those nasty words, you've taken them into your subconscious. So make sure you build up your self-confidence. This lady that bullied me while I was at school, she actually, when she said the whole yuck, yams thing, it actually affected my confidence. And it was from that moment that it reinforced me that I didn't already like my legs. I thought maybe they were a bit too thick for my figure. Because she said that, it reinforced the negative opinion I had of myself. And from that moment onwards, I never wore short skirts or shorts again, because I just felt like, yeah, she's confirmed it. My legs are not nice. My legs, I have to always cover up. When I was going for any party, going for any occasion, I would always wear either long skirts or trousers if I had to. So I never wore short skirts anymore. I had allowed her, I had empowered her and given her an opportunity to rent a space in my brain, in my head, in my soul. And that is unacceptable. We do not allow bullies to rent spaces in our souls. So please build up your self-confidence again so that you don't allow those words, those negative words that have been spoken to you to subconsciously begin to affect your behaviors and your decisions. Okay? And lastly, definitely not the least, I want to say that in this day and age of social media, please let's be mindful. Many people, good-hearted, well-meaning like me, some of us, out of wanting to have a strong opinion or have a say in something, we end up being bullies ourselves, and we can actually begin to bully people, particularly on social media. So please, let's look inward. Let's give love. Let's give light. Let's give positivity, okay? Let's be mindful because we might actually be in the position of the bully. All right, that's it on Soul Snacks for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Lots of love. Take care. Hello and welcome to Soul Snacks. Today I'm going to be starting with a question. When last did you cry? Yeah, I mean, when last did you cry? You see, emotional tears, studies have found that they're actually very, very, very helpful to the soul, to the human body. A lot of times we see crying as a weakness or a sign of weakness or someone who is soft, but no, both genders actually can benefit immensely from crying when necessary and when you feel the urge. For example, the first benefit that I'll be mentioning is that it actually helps you to self-soothe. It helps you feel like you've comforted yourself. After a good cry, you feel better. You feel like you've let it all out. You feel like the intensity of the distress you were feeling has actually reduced. Crying helps you do that. So sometimes when you feel the urge to cry in response to something that has happened to you or something intense that you're dealing with, just let it out. You will feel better. You will soothe yourself in the process. The second benefit of emotional crying is that you actually release oxytocin and endorphins when you cry. Yeah, the mood-boosting, feel-good chemicals. You actually release them when you cry. And these are the same chemicals that actually get released when you have sex. Can you believe that? You release them when you cry and it just makes you feel good. It boosts your mood, it boosts your morale. You feel like, yeah, I got this. The third benefit that I'll be sharing is that when you cry emotional tears, you actually release a lot of stress hormones. That's amazing. So you see, crying is not so bad after all. When you feel the urge, please let it out. Get a good cry and get all the benefits of crying. Of course, this has to be taken in context. You know, when you're crying every day or your crying is uncontrollable, that could be a sign of depression, or maybe you're grieving the death or passing of a loved one or the death of a relationship, or, you know, things like that. So please, you know, take it in context. But generally speaking, crying every now and again, emotional tears, is actually beneficial. So please embrace the crying, okay? So that's all on Soul Snacks for today. Please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you're notified when we upload new videos. And also you can comment. I'd love to hear from you. Take care and have a good one. Bye. Hello and welcome to Soul Snacks. Today I will be sharing with you about how we are what we eat. Yes, with physical food, we know that when we consume more vegetables, we drink more water, we eat the right portion of proteins, carbohydrates, well-nourishing, balanced diets, it has a great impact on our physical health. And in fact, when you start to drink more water and eat more greens, you realize that you're actually feeling better from the inside out. Many times your skin begins to look fresher. You're noticing a difference in your energy levels. You're eating healthier. Your hair is blossoming, you know. So that shows us that what we eat directly impacts our bodies, right? In like manner, when we're talking about soul foods and what you consume into your soul, it's the same way. You know, if you're watching Soul Snacks right now, this is an example of a nourishing snack, a nourishing meal for you. But generally, on a more serious note though, what we consume affects us from the inside out. I'm talking about what we consume through our eye gates and our ear gates. It has a direct impact on how our soul is feeling, on the well-being of our soul. If you are watching a lot of scary movies and you're watching a lot of shows about crime, it's not a one-size-fits-all, but chances are, if you're someone who is susceptible to fear or anxiety, subconsciously, do you know that that could start to build up in your subconscious and you might not even know? You might be unaware, actually. And we think that these things don't have an impact on how we feel or how we think or how we interpret things or how we see or our outlook on life. But these things actually have a direct impact on all these factors that I've mentioned. So I just wanted to come out here as your girl, give you a shout out and say, please pay attention to what you're consuming, not just physically, you know, your greens, your water, your healthy foods, right? But also what you're consuming for your soul. Your soul will thank you for it. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's it for today on Soul Snacks. Lots of love. Hello and welcome to Soul Snacks with BDO. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I'm going to be talking about healing. And I want you to give yourself permission to heal. You see, when we go through life's challenges and traumas and adversities, many times there's an effect, there's an impact on our souls. And we need to intentionally pursue healing in order to ensure that those things do not lead to other problems and they don't become rooted issues that we then begin to deal with later on in life. When you're ready to heal, you need to take hold of the grace to heal and allow yourself to heal. You see, I've realized that many people, they say they want to heal, but they are not really ready. They are enjoying the attention and the pity parties that they get when they talk to people and say, oh, I have this problem, I have this adversity, I have this challenge. Telling people over and over again your problems, your issues. Don't get me wrong, there's a place for that. But after a while, yeah, you need to begin to let yourself heal, because there I'm sorries or, oh, I'm so sorry, I wish I could help you. Oh, so sorry, I hope you feel better. How are you today? I'm praying for you. All those things, they don't add money into your bank account, and they're not really serving you. If you're enjoying the short-lived gratification from those pity parties, they're not really serving you. So there comes a time where you have to say to yourself, okay, I have endured this for a while now. I've sought help. I can't continue to regurgitate my issues and my problems and focusing on them as though I'm carrying the world's issues on my head and telling everybody when I come across them, oh, I have this problem. Oh, did you know that I'm even struggling with this? Did you know that this even happened to me? Did you? You won't let yourself heal. Imagine it's like a wound. If you keep picking at that wound, instead of you to just leave it, put the required antiseptic solution or plaster or bandage or whatever it is you need to put on there. And with time, you've done the right things, you've taken the right steps. Let time also play its own part, and then you'll heal. But if you don't put in any work, and then you keep picking at the wound, opening up the plaster, pouring water on it when it's not supposed to be wet, you know, just doing things like regurgitating, doing things that are not serving you, like regurgitating your problems, focusing on your problems, thinking and meditating on all your issues, not to solutionize or to get ideas on how to move forward and then you leave them there and just move forward with the solution. Or if you can't even come up with a solution, then you've done the best you can. Maybe speak to someone who can help you with a solution, but not just having pity parties and regurgitating and just being so negative. These things have an impact on your body and your soul. So not just on your soul, also on your body. From there, you can develop high blood pressure. From there, you can develop anxiety problems. From there, you can develop enlargement of heart, because you might even start to lose your sleep because you're worrying a lot and you're focusing and meditating on your issues over and over again. Please, my brother, please, my sister, give yourself permission to heal, so that the issues and problems and challenges you are even trying to resolve do not end up causing more problems and issues for you that you will now begin to nurse for the rest of your life. Imagine if you've been doing well, your health is fine, but because of the challenges or the adversities you faced in life, you've not given yourself permission to heal. You've not sought the help you need to heal. This now begins to damage your body, damage your mind, damage your soul, to the point where you now begin to develop symptoms or conditions that you now begin to need medication for, or you need medication to sleep, you can't come off medications, or you've developed high blood pressure and now you've been diagnosed with, if we can avoid that, please let's do our part in avoiding that. Please give yourself permission to heal. Seek the help you need to heal. And time is a great healer, like I said. Let's take our steps and allow time to help us heal. I hope this helps you. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's been a joy to share with you. Take care and have a good one.
Wholesome snacks for the soul. Now you know that was share-worthy. So why don't you share, like, comment, and subscribe to Oasis with BDO for more episodes of Soul Snacks.